Welcome to Memoirs of a Twisted Mind. I'm your host, Eddie Stanley. Today's episode, I want to give back to the people I consider heroes in an unlikely place that you won't even think. And what I'm talking about is the heroes that actually teaches us, like really teaches us. And that's the teachers that actually care about your future. Granted, they are in a broken system. Nobody can't tell me that the school system is not broken. It teaches you how to be an employee instead of an entrepreneur. It teaches you how to actually, you gotta grind and do this, but yet they are the ones that actually do. I'm not talking about the teachers that sit back and say, oh, well, this kid is a lost cause. No. There are teachers out there that actually care about your education, and they actually care about things that know that it can help you in life if you just sit there and pay attention. And yeah, granted, I'm not going to sit back and say that when I was younger that I was the best student out there, but it was teachers that stuck out with me that actually made me a better person, that made me realize. And I'm not talking about the teachers that, oh, well, I got my education, I'm trying to help you get yours, but if you don't get it, I don't care. Because see, that's what's wrong with the school systems now. They put people in place because they want to be a teacher, they want to help, but as a community, we supposed to back them. I'm looking at all these people that's actually getting paid more than teachers, and how teachers have to go on strike, how teachers have to do all this stuff just to get a point across to say, hey, I'm supposed to be here teaching the future of America, and yet I get treated like a third-rate citizen. Granted, I know that there's a lot of people out there that's sitting back going, wait, how are they getting mistreated? They deal with so many personalities, so many egos, so much disrespect that it's not even funny. And yet, you can't go to a parent teacher conference, or when the teacher calls and says your kid is doing this, but because we live in the world that we live in now, that my kid can't do no wrong, the teacher get blamed, the teacher gets cussed out, the teacher actually do. I'm looking at multi-millionaires that pretty much did stuff. I appreciate the teachers that if you have a star athlete, that star athlete don't participate due to grades. I respect the teachers that actually stand on their ground of saying no. I respect, regardless of views, and trust me, I have no issue with teachers that want to actually educate kids instead of, okay, well, let me just do just to get them past and actually go. Granted, I know that it is a hard business, and they should, you guys should get paid a lot more than what are you getting paid, because when you look at a teacher's salary and the bull spit that they go through, they should be getting paid just like pretty much a a six-figure person that's in the corporate ladder, a six-figure person that actually can say, yeah, I'm a teacher. Granted, I know money can go to someone's head, but come on. They are the ones that actually is the barrier of educating our kids. We supposed to actually help the process of going. And we don't. Like, we really don't. A kid can come home failing, and the parent just sit there and go, well, it ain't me, so just don't do nothing stupid in school. But yet we have so many incidents that happens in schools because the parent is not in that kid's life, or not talking to their kid. They just sending them to school to say, oh, well, the teacher need to do their job because it's not my responsibility. And then when we look at the news, whose fault is it? Because the teacher never gets in trouble for that, but the teachers actually becomes the victims of that, trying to protect everybody, where they are the people, they are the beacons that actually let people know of, hey, your kid is doing this, if they're doing their job correctly. I had a teacher that pretty much had a unorthodox teaching method, and it stuck with me. It stuck with me because instead of treating me like a student, that teacher treated me like I was an individual. He treated me like I was a person. And big ups to him, because I don't know if I would have actually focused in school, especially high school, if he wasn't there. And like how they always say, you always remember the teachers that was hard on you, but you always forget the ones that was nice to you. But if he's out there and he stumbled across this, look, I appreciate it. You may not remember me because I was just a student, but the way you taught was just going, you know what? This is how we doing this. I notice how you do this. Why don't you start writing and doing everything that you need to, like, to actually be a constructive black male in America, be an asset, not a liability. And I appreciate the teachers that actually want people to be assets instead of liabilities, because we have so many liabilities here that is sad. School closings, poor education rates. I mean, you can do the math all across the board, all over the world. America is one of the lowest in education in like decades. Well, I ain't gonna say decades because didn't really do research. But like, truly, they teach us so much, and for everything that they gotta stand for just to get replaced. Because I'm not talking about the ones that is in it just for their own personal gain. That's so messed up. But they get broken to that function, it's sad. We do surveys. You can ask a normal kid, or you can ask somebody, what's the capital of the state that you live in? And you could tell if a teacher is doing a job or not. You could tell if a parent is actually making sure that kid retain the information that they have and that they get taught. Because quite frankly, I don't know if we're in a better position or a worse position, depends, because even when you go off to college, you have professors and they will actually do. But if you're somebody who couldn't go through K through 12 because you just thought it was something to do, I'm not even gonna lie, that's what I thought. until I realized that I needed to do more to actually present myself as an asset. But for all the teachers that's out there that's doing their job, if I had it my way, you would get paid a lot more. If I had it my way, you would actually be the foundation of everything. So big ups to the teachers that actually do their job regardless of the BS, because in all honesty, if nobody tells you that you're important, I'll be the first. So thank you for all the teachers that actually do a very good job. This has been Memoirs of a Twisted Mind. I have been your host, Eddie Stanley. And the question I have for you today is, what are you going to do different?